Hello, hello, beautiful ladies. I'm Michelle Lewis, and I am so excited to be hosting a retreat this Saturday for women. To love yourself, to know your purpose. It is going to be so fun. And I have some of the presenters here with me, and I'm excusing Stephanie, who is out of town doing a mastermind, Kelly, who is on a coaching call right now, and Annalise, who has littles and wasn't able to get on the call right now. They're all going to make lovely intro videos to share with us on the event page, so you can go check them out. And so I do have with me, I have Lydia Taggart and Sarah Martinez. Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
And we have on with us live watching Rylan. Do I say your name right? Roland. I'm like, I never remember. I know exactly who you are.
Yeah, it's Michelle. Cool. Brian's like, it's Michelle. Cool.
Okay, so we're going to ask Sarah to tell us a little bit about herself and what she's going to be teaching, and so that in case she needs to leave before we're done, she can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm Sarah Martinez. Michelle, thank you so much for putting this on. I'm excited to be coming out to the retreat and be in the presence of all of you wonderful women, attendees and speakers both. And I'm Sarah Martinez. I'm the founder of River of Wellness, as well as Miss Female Entrepreneur Illinois. And this retreat is actually a part of my Miss Female Entrepreneur Illinois tour. And my platform for that pageant is Women Supporting Women. And so that's what I'll be speaking on at the retreat. I'm a big believer in just supporting each other, collaboration over competition. I've seen, especially in kind of my generation and growing up in my generation, a big conflict with women that are constantly competing, and that it can be detrimental to our lives as well as our businesses. And so I'd like to try and find that balance of maybe seeing where we can compete with ourselves to be our best selves, but instead of, and even competition can be healthy, but when we take it to the negative side of competition, of how we start judging others and putting them down in order to bring ourselves up, that's where it starts to become extremely detrimental to our lives and our businesses. So I'll be speaking on that and how we can find that mindset within ourselves to find that healthy side, but also to learn how collaborating with each other and building up each other really actually creates the beauty that we see in things like this retreat.
So exciting. She's going to bring her crown, so we get to see her crown. I'm so excited. Do we have any questions for Sarah?
I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite result from collaborating that you've seen just with women? Is there an example that you've been part of?
Ooh, many. So I'm a part of actually an all-female mastermind, and even though many of us have some of the same services, we still find this space to collaborate and help each other build each other's businesses. And when that happens, it's interesting how we see that we all actually build and find that gratitude in ourselves, but also so abundance across the board. But as we raise, like I said, as we raise each other up, as we see our business start to become more abundant as well.
Beautiful.
Nice. Any other questions for Sarah? Sarah, tell us one fun thing about you.
One fun thing about me. There's so many. So a big piece of where this comes from is that I was a competitive gymnast my entire life. And so, as well as I was in other sports too. So I had a very competitive nature about me until the last couple of years. And I noticed how, like I said, detrimental that was to my life, because we project what we are feeling insecure about ourselves. So I came from this lifestyle of always being judged. Literally, as a gymnast, I was judged on a regular basis. So I projected judgment onto others, And it was constantly this competition of who looked better, who was wearing better clothes, who, and now looking back as I've become an adult and like let go of that childhood side and seeing where it stemmed from, it's interesting to look back and see how much it harmed myself as well as the people around me. So that's where my platform comes from. But yeah, I was a competitive gymnast my entire life. You can't really see, but sometimes without makeup, you can totally see. So if you ever catch me on camera without makeup, I have a pretty bad scar on my face, which was a gymnastics accident that happened. So,
oh my goodness,
kind of. I guess fun is always relative, right?
So what's your favorite apparatus for gymnastics?
Ooh. So I really I did the 4 like different things, like the actual gymnastics, and then I did tumbling and trampoline. So that is really challenging. Like, as you asked me that, I'm like, I don't really know that any of them were my favorite. Sometimes you do things in life because it's you've just always done it. We create these habits and you stay in it because it seems right. And I did love it, but I don't know that I had a favorite. I feel like I was challenged in each area, that none of it came super easy to me. So I don't know. I really enjoy watching like tumbling, because I think it's really cool. Even like these little kids now, like 5-year-olds, are doing what I did when I was 12, and it's just insane.
It's awesome. I always wanted to learn more gymnastics. I wasn't super awesome at it. Had a lot of fear.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other questions for Sarah? I love this. This is so much fun to get to know you.
It is. I'm loving it too.
So Sarah, I've got a question.
Yeah.
As part of your tour, can you tell us more about your tour?
Yeah. So I live in the Chicagoland area, so we'll be leaving the Chicagoland area actually tomorrow, and I'll be heading through Nebraska. I'm speaking at Doane University in Nebraska Thursday evening. And then, so the way that I've done my tour, because I am taking my husband and my son along, I travel a lot for work, and usually they stay behind and hold the fort down. But we have some other people staying in our home to take care of our farm and our pets. So I kind of sprinkled in like one day of business, one day of fun. So we'll be going through there, stopping in Utah, obviously, to speak at the retreat, which is really exciting. And then heading down through Zion. We're doing like a weird like curve through Arizona. See some really cool locations for some events that I'm thinking about in the future. And then over to LA. So we'll spend one day at Disneyland. It was supposed to be 3 days, but all these like fun things came up, and then the national pageant is in LA. And obviously my goal is to bring home the national champion or the national title. So still, again, working on that whole, like, it is a competition, but how do I look at it from a perspective of being the best that I can be and not versus, the other girls. So, yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, that's my tour. So I'll be speaking at a couple different places on this platform and having some fun while I'm at it, doing some site tours while I'm at it. And I'm really excited.
Excited for you and rooting for you.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Okay, so let's move on to Lydia. So Lydia can tell us a little bit about herself.
All right. It's hard to make it just a little bit because there's a whole life here, but I am Lydia Taggart, and I am a mother of 6 children. 4 of them are quadruplets. And I start with talking about my kids because they're what's most dear to my heart, my kids and my husband. And from being a mother is where I get my topic and all of my inspiration from. Because as I became a mother of these 6 children, I got stuck in one of those layers which really are experiences, but we think that they're our identity a lot of times. And I got stuck in this idea that I'm just a mom. And then with that trauma of having quadruplets, my oldest boy actually stopped talking. He wouldn't talk to anybody, shut down. And we found out later that he has Asperger's, which is high functioning autism, and he doesn't do a lot of communicating. So I will be speaking at the retreat on the layers of communication. And there's so many different, the word is escaping me, so many different parts that go into these layers of who are we and how do we relate to the world. And all these experiences that layer onto who we are affect how we see the world and relate to each other. And so it's about connecting with who we are at the core so we can connect with other people at their center and their core and really have a whole, complete relationship. And I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited too. I really am. I'm kind of biased because I have heard her presentation on the layers of communication more than once. What's really incredible is every time there's a little something different that I get to learn. It's awesome. And so now,
learning.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, my message is growing too. So that's pretty cool. Tell us something fun about yourself.
Something fun about myself. Okay, the one I'm going to pick is I like to dance and sing. That's what my fun thing is today.
Have you always liked to dance?
Yeah, I think so. But when I was a junior high teenager, we had a kitchen sink by a window, and I would open the window. We're in a neighborhood. We're not like in the city or anything. We're out in just a neighborhood. Nobody would be walking by our house, but I would open the window and sing while I was doing the dishes. Anyway, just in case an agent walked by and discovered me.
That's awesome.
Has it happened yet?
That is the best thing I've ever learned about you.
And so I have forced my kids to join the choir at church when they're 12 years old. You're old enough to be in the choir in my book, and I'm going to be there anyway, so we may as well all be there together. And my sweet Dallas, my middle child, he did not want to. He's doing a lot of coming around the last month or so. He has decided now that he wants to join the choir at school too. And he's just having a fun time. But he asked me, this is one of my favorite things, like a week or two ago, we were driving down the street and I'm singing, of course, to the radio. And my son asks me, are you a soprano or an alto, Mom? And I was like, all of the above. What do you want me to be? I was like, oh, I was just asking because I couldn't decide.
That's funny. And my kids totally know which I am because it's all I can sing. It's like, Mom is definitely a soprano. That's so awesome. So fun. So any questions for Lydia?
I have a question, Lydia. So I notice a lot with, let's just be honest, with my relationship with my husband, communication can be like the big challenge. Will you be talking about that in your presentation? Will that relate to some of the communication styles, techniques, and all that fun stuff that you'll be discussing?
Yes, for sure. My husband and I are going on 23 years of being married now, and there is a lot of communicating that needs to go on there. When we had the quads and it was kind of that survival mode, that was one of the relationships that I really, really needed to survive. More than being able to connect with my kids, I needed my husband there. And I think most of the time when a marriage has lasted for X amount of years and then it dissolves, it's almost always, from my experience and observation, almost always because the mom has decided to put the kids first. And then there's not a relationship when the kids grow up and move out of the house. And so then there's no reason to stay married because it was just for the kids. And so absolutely, I will definitely be sharing things that can help your relationship with your husband.
I love it.
Thank you.
Awesome. So do you have any tips for how to get my sweetheart to actually, manifest in my life?
Well, do you have a man in mind that like you see?
No.
Well, there's a problem.
So find we were just talking about this at a vision board workshop of you could even find a guy that just encompasses everything that you want, even if it is a celebrity, and put him on your vision board. It doesn't mean that you're that you want to marry that guy, but you're okay, I want him to have this type of look. I want him to be this type of husband or spouse or whatever. And then, you know all the manifesting side of it, see it, say it, feel it, all that fun stuff, right?
Right.
So when you have him in your presence, then you manifest him, put him on your vision board or whatever so he can be there. And then when he arrives, then you just make him feel like he's the most important thing in the whole universe, because he will be. And I remember the first time that I met my husband, I did this with him, and then it grew into what we have now. Just totally 100% complete interest and focus on him, and asking questions, and what about this, and how do you feel about that? And maybe not so much sharing about how you feel about it, but just really wanting to know what's in his heart.
That's good. That's very good communication.
I love
Guys. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sweet. Hey, Kelly. Kelly's on. I'm so excited.
Okay, there I'm unmuted.
There she is.
Hi. So we've just been doing little introductions and then letting people ask any questions. So
Awesome.
First of all, I just wanted to say hi because I'm so glad you're here.
Hi.
Anybody have any more questions for Lydia before we move on to talking to Kelly?
I have a question for Lydia.
Okay.
Why are you so cute?
I tried today. I had to decide I was cute. And
Well, good job. Awesome.
I can't wait for this Saturday. It is going to be so much fun.
It is.
I'm excited for this Saturday. I've tried to change that statement. I'm excited for this Saturday.
Every once in a while, I catch myself on that kind of statement too. Yes, I can wait, but I'm so excited. I want it to be here now. Awesome. So Kelly Walker, yay. Tell us about yourself and a little bit what you're going to be talking about.
Well, I am going to be talking about people pleasing.
Ooh.
Not how to do it.
Because we all know how.
We all know how to do that. No, I'm going to talk about how to stop doing it. And I've been having a lot of fun researching this. And so the key is figuring out your personality and your motivation for people pleasing, because everyone's is different. They're not all the same. So we're going to have a good time figuring that out. There's going to be some quizzes and an activity, and it's going to be awesome, and I'm excited.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so tell us something fun about yourself.
I could show you something fun about myself.
Cute! Oh, I love it!
Yeah, I keep a unicorn horn at my desk at all times. Because sometimes you just have to wear a unicorn horn. Yeah.
That's awesome. One of the things that Kelly does is mermaid cruises.
Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. So I just did a new ad today. I'm pretty excited. It's about, moms, what are you doing to make memories with your daughters? Are your memories all going to be, go clean your room, get your homework done, blah, blah, blah. Or, are they going to be fun, adventurous, magical memories when you go on a cruise and dress up as mermaids?
That sounds fun. Oh, what a fun way to do it. Oh, I have some great
Totally.
memories with my daughters, but as of right now, they do not include cruises, but maybe.
Oh, they should. Oh, they should. They should, totally.
Okay, so any questions for Kelly?
I have a question.
What?
Where do you get your unicorn horn, and what magic does it do when you wear it?
I actually order them in bulk from a factory because I sell them in my mermaid store, strangely enough. My mermaid store has almost as many unicorn things as it does mermaids. And the magical power mine gives me is to let the fun out. Because sometimes I forget to let the fun out. Yeah. So this is like a lightning rod for fun. So whenever fun strikes in the universe, if I'm wearing this, it comes to me.
So do you have more that we can get from you on Saturday?
Actually, yes. I have many. I have many right now. I have this cute rainbow one.
I love it.
And I have these cute ones that are still in plastic with glitter ears.
Ooh.
This kind. And this kind. And I have a bin of them up there. Yeah, I have lots.
Hey.
I may have a problem. I'm not sure. I might need to admit that I have a problem with unicorn horns. It could be. I'm not sure.
They're awesome. They're way awesome. Any other questions for Kelly?
I have another question, Kelly.
What?
When you stopped pleasing people, is that when the unicorns and mermaids came out, or did you go the other way where the mermaids and unicorns were coming, so you had to stop pleasing people?
You know, that's funny. When I took my course on how to open an online store, I kind of people pleased my way into mermaids. So the course was like, okay, the teacher was like, okay, pick 3 things that you like enough to deal with for the rest of your life. And I was like, well, I don't know. I like mermaids and I like bacon. and I like chakras. And so he's like, okay, well, go do research and see if there's already businesses around those things, whether it could be profitable and stuff. So I was like, okay, so I did research and mermaids won. But after I got started, I was like, you know what? I really wish I'd done unicorns instead of mermaids. So if I'd really been thinking, I would have done unicorns instead. But, you know, I wanted to make my teacher happy. I wanted to do what he said. So yeah, it led to it, I'll say.
Do you do mermaid stuff with your, do you do unicorn stuff with your mermaid cruises?
No, but I kind of want to have a unicorn cruise. Have you seen that Unicorn Island?
There's an island?
I'll post a link in the in our group chat to Unicorn Island.
Oh.
I don't know if you can cruise there or not. You might have to fly. I don't know if a cruise ship goes anywhere near it.
So maybe not a cruise. Maybe you'll just have to take a destination retreat.
Yes, to Unicorn Island.
I love
It's on the water. It's on the water, and it's about 800 rafts of everything. Bounce houses, unicorns.
So they made it.
It's insane. Yeah, it's man-made. It's man-made.
Wow.
I was going to ask everybody.
Of the day. Yeah. Unicorn
You know how
Island.
they say if you could, I don't know, maybe you haven't heard this. There's this question of if you could have your own island, it's your own private island, what would it be? And
I haven't heard that.
They made one for you.
Yeah, mine already exists. They just forgot to invite me.
Oh. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. That's a fun question to think about. I wonder what I would choose.
Yeah, that'd
Chocolate
be fun.
and
Ooh.
books and fairies and butterflies,
Yeah.
mermaids and unicorns. I would have it all.
Yeah. You could just call it Fantasy Island.
Oh, I've heard of that somewhere.
That's already taken.
And we'll come with the little guy that says the plane, the plane.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, so any more questions for the amazing Kelly? Does that mean it's my turn to talk about me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yay, talk about you, Michelle.
Talk about you.
Me. I'm me.
Hi, you.
Hi. I am a mother of 6 and a grandmother of 1 little beautiful 3-month-old baby girl. Her name is Edelweiss, and she is my heaven. What else? Okay, so one of my favorite passions is like learning about myself and knowing who I am. And recently, the direction that has taken has been on bringing in the colors of our souls and the colors of our personalities. And I've realized that our purpose, our soul purpose, has a color as well. And so I'm super excited to be introducing the concept and sharing a little bit about the concept on Saturday.
Ooh, exciting.
Oh, love it. And I've realized that along with knowing what your purpose is also knowing how to brand yourself and bringing in your personal brand, not just in your career, but in your everyday life. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that too. And I'm really excited. And so I love talking about manifesting, and I love talking about writing, and I love writing. I wrote a book. It's right here by me, so I'm going to show you. It's a Christmas book.
Oh,
Gabriella's special gift, and my pen name is Mickey Ann, because back when I was in high school, I had a friend named Nikki, and I loved her name, and so I wanted to be Mickey.
that's adorable.
And I had one school teacher that would call me Mickey. That was pretty cool. And then my middle name is Ann, so that's where the Ann came from. And yeah, so something fun about me, because I don't get to ask, or I will ask myself, what's something fun about me? I have amazing fun friends. I love to dance like Lydia. I used to do gymnastics, but not competitive. I think mermaids are awesome, but I call myself the queen of the fairies.
Oh.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, so I'm the queen.
Why do you do that?
Well, I guess it kind of began a few years ago. There was a place called there is a place called the Crystal Ray here in Pleasant Grove. And I went to the grand opening. Oh, okay. I went to the grand opening of it, and so I used to go there every once in a while, and they had these little statues of fairies, and I never really resonated with fairies until I saw one in the leather armor. And there was something about it that just clicked with me, and I felt that connection to it. And one of the things for me, like my overall life mission statement thing is that I'm a warrior of light. And so that was what brought the fairies into my life. And just as we went along, I started joking with my daughter, because she'd say she was a fairy princess. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm the queen of the fairies. And so that's where it came from. Yay. It was so much fun.
I love it.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time. Lydia let us know that we just have a few more minutes left. So any questions for me before we go?
Why do you love fairies?
Why do I love fairies? Are magical. They just decide that they want to do something and they create it and it happens. And it's awesome.
That's so cool.
Magical mermaids and unicorns and fairies.
Right? What the heck?
Yeah. We just got to tune into our own inner magic and bring magic into the world. Yeah.
So how did you get into seeing the colors of people's souls?
A part of it came from when I was studying chakras. One of the things that I studied about chakras was about each chakra having a personality with it, and it just kind of led to it. And then one day I was doing some soul writing, which is where I go into a meditative state and then I just allow my soul to write whatever it wants. And my soul said that I was going to be speaking about the colors of your soul, and I was like, okay. So I told Heavenly Father, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be speaking about this, you got to teach me. And so that's when it just started downloading and coming to me, and I started learning about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thanks.
Are most people's soul colors one of the chakra colors?
For the most part, there'll be some people who have gold or silver.
Oh.
Yeah. But for the most part, it's the rainbow of chakra colors.
That's cool. What color's yours?
My soul color is pink.
Aw.
And then one of my friends, hers is green. So we both have heart chakra colors, but they're different aspects of the heart chakra. So
That's awesome.
I know.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about Saturday. The retreat is happening Saturday at 9 a.m. We're going to be going until 7. Some people won't be there the whole time because Kelly has other commitments and Lydia has other commitments, but we're still super excited to hear what they have to say. So excited for Saturday. We're going to have lunch and dinner together, and it's seriously going to be an amazing day with amazing women. Seriously amazing women. And we've heard from 4 of those 6 speakers. So Kelly and Sarah and Lydia and me, and then we have Stephanie Aranda and Annalise Jones, who we're not able to get on today, but they're going to let us record little videos to put in the event page. And so, which this social media fast has been so much fun addition to everything going on. I'm like, oh, panic.
It's been tricky.
Huh?
It's been tricky. When your business is in social media, it's tricky.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm like, oh, so how do we advertise about that? I'm like, private message.
Yeah.
So it's been exciting. So Saturday, the price is $47. It's happening in Orem, Utah, and in this beautiful little home. It's going to be so exciting. And the event, the web page address is soulshineevents.com/AWW. And it's SOULSHINEEVENTS.com/AWW.
Good spelling.
What does AWW stand for, Michelle?
You know what's really crazy is that I think what was happening when I was making the web pages, I was thinking annual women's workshop, but it's a retreat, so it should be AWR. But I just think of it now as like,
Oh, I love that.
So it's soulshineevents.com.
Oh,
I love it.
that's perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So thank you. Thank you, Rylan, for being here live.
Yes, thank you. Do you have any questions, Rylan?
I don't at the moment.
What would you be most excited to learn about at a women's retreat?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to one.
Awesome. Be your first one.
For a treat. Great.
Are we on time, Miss Lydia?
We have 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
Awesome.
Nails?
What did you say?
Kelly, show us your nails.
Oh.
Talk.
Say something. So
Ooh. They're sparkles.
Oh, they're pretty. Mine are, I don't know if you can see. Mine are zebras.
Oh, cool.
nice.
Are you?
A mom
Are they?
live event. And zebras are mascot because zebras
Oh, cute.
can kill a mountain lion because they break
Wow.
Aw,
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
Yeah.
Are you
Unicorn on a zebra. That would be awesome.
a zebra with a unicorn horn? That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Somebody should invent that.
Done.
Maybe I will. Done.
Copyright.
It was just invented.
It's been recorded.
Yeah. Proof. Proof.
I have a whole group of women that would probably buy them too.
Yeah. Seriously.
Much fun. Yay. Okay, I'm so excited to see everybody on Saturday. Oh, so excited. My favorite part is I can't wait to hug you all.
Aww. Hug party.
Yes. That's what the first half hour where it says welcome. That's really fun party.
30 minutes of hugging.
That would be so fun.
That's great.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
unfortunately, we'll do something else too.
Hug, talk, eat. Hug, talk, eat, hug, talk. Hug.
Exactly.
Perfect.
That's
Perfect
exactly
schedule.
what's happening Saturday. So fun. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I'm so glad you made it, Kelly.
Thank you. Me too. My class got out a little early.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see everybody. Love you guys. Mwah.
Mwah.
See you later.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.